Good morning and good evening, everyone. My name is Henderson, and welcome back to the second part of the lesson. So, this lesson is about will and going to, and this video is part 2. And for those who did not watch will and going to part 1, I want you guys to go back to the website and watch the first part first and then come back to this video again. So, as I've said before, this part of this lesson, we're going to practice with various activities. So, are you ready? Very good. So, you can find the activity sheet that we're going to use on the website, so please have a look and let's start. So before we move on to the main activities, let's quickly summarize what we have learned before. So when you talk about your future plan, we use will and going to. It's really important, yeah? So how can we make a sentence with will? So here's the structure here. So subject, I, yeah, will. It can be any kind of subject. I, you, he, we, he will, base form, a verb. Yeah? So let's have a look at these 3 examples. So I will eat a pizza. So I, subject, will, future, eat. Aha. So eat, not a chance. Ate, past simple, not a chance. It should be the original form. It should be a base form, a verb. Okay, what about the next one? He, subject, will, future. He will have a cup of coffee. So, he will, future plan, have, not has, not had, a cup of coffee. It should be the original form, base form, have. Very good. Next one, we will drive, drives, drove, no, to the seashore. So no matter what the subject is, we stay with the will, and then we follow to the base form of verb. So I will eat, I will have, I will drive. How can we make a sentence with going to? So we start with subject, with the subject as always. Subject, be verb, MR is. Going to, we don't have to change anything. Going to, it stays the same. Going to and base form of verb. Let's have a look. I'm going to, he is going to, she is going to, she's going to, we are going to, they are going to, they are going to, you are going to. So as we have just seen, going to stays the same form, as well as the base form of verb. So I am going to, he is going to, she is, be verb. Changes based on the subject. Okay. Very good. Now let's practice. So, activity 1. Fill in the gaps as putting the verbs in the future with will and be going to. So we need to fill in the gaps as putting the verbs in the future. These 5 sentences talk about future plan. Okay, with. We need to fill in the blanks with will and be going to. So we have a hint here. So we need to use will in the sentence. Yeah. So remember, we need to remember the equation. We need to remember the structure of will, right? So will, base form, right? So the answer is will travel. Travel. Very good. Move on. Aisha write a letter for her friend's birthday next week. So we need to use be plus going to in this sentence. So Aisha is a singular. So Aisha is going to future plan, and we need to stay with the base form where Aisha is going to write a letter for her friend's birthday next week. Very good. Now let's move on. Samuel order a pizza for his dinner. So will, as always, we need to put will first and then the base form. Samuel will order. Samuel will order a pizza for his dinner. Samuel will order a pizza for his dinner. Very good. Now let's move on. My flatmates cleaned the house on this weekend. So we need to use be going to in this sentence. So let's have a look at this subject here. So my flatmates. Mates. So flatmate. If the subject was flatmate, we can use are, right? However, it's flatmates is to and over, so flatmates are, right? Plural. Are going to clean. My flatmates are going to clean the house on this weekend. Very good. Now let's move on. I watch movies with a popcorn tonight. So it's a future plan, right? So it's not happening right now, but it will be, right? So but we need to use be plus going to in this sentence. So the be verb of I is am. Very good. I am going to watch. The base form. I'm going to watch movies with a popcorn tonight. Okay. Very good. Very good. So let's move on to the activity 2, everyone. This is the Anderson's future plan for next year. Write about his plan in a full sentence using be plus going to and will. So we have Anderson's future plan for 2021 in this note. So let's read number 1 plan of Anderson. Go to Paris with my friends in the summer. This is the Anderson's future plan, the first plan. So we need to use will. We need to use will to complete the sentence. So I need to put will first, right? I will, the base form, go to Paris. Remember, when it comes to city, country, we always need to put a capital letter. Paris, France. Okay, I will go to Paris with my friends in the summer. Very good. Okay, number 2, learn French. Oh, okay. So the first plan was number 1 plan was going to Paris. So it's obvious that Anderson wants to learn French. Yeah? So let's move on. let's have a look. So we need to complete the sentence with be plus going to future plan, right? So I, the be verb of I is am. I am going to, the base form, always learn French. Very good. I'm going to learn French. I'm going to learn French. Let's have a look at the number 3 here. Buy a new car on January. Buy a new car on January. So Anderson is planning to buy a new car on January, right? So we need to complete the sentence with will. How can we do it? Okay, first of all, so I will buy a new car. And blah, 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 blah. I will buy a new car, future plan, right? So will, and then the base form. Very good. And now last one. 4, invite friends for a barbecue party. So he's planning to have a barbecue party in the future, right? So, and the number 4, we need to complete the sentence with be going to, yes? So, the be form, the be verb of I is am. I am, it's your turn. Very good. So, I am going to stays the same. Going to, and then the form of the verb stays the same as well. I'm going to invite. Very good. So I'm going to invite friends for a barbecue party. Very good. So now let's move on to the activities 3. So activities 3 is a reading activity. So read the article and answer the questions. So whenever you faced this kind of reading activity question, read the question first. So Betty, so this is the person's name, right? Betty is going to give up smoking this year. So going to give up, it means it's a future plan. And plus, Betty is still smoking. Yeah? Betty still smokes. So, let's find Betty here. So exercise more, stop eating chocolates, question many of, ask ourselves the year ends. Okay, no Betty here. Betty, okay, here. Betty, now let's just focus on this paragraph. Betty from California makes one resolution every year. I'm not going to give up smoking, she tells us. I'm not going to give up smoking. Okay, but still unclear. Let's still read it. She tells us, because I did that last time. Okay, now we find out. So because I did that last time, so it tells you she already quit smoking, right? So then, which means it's not a future plan. It has already been finished. So the answer is false. Okay, now let's move on to number 2. Let's read it. 1, 2, 3. Only 8% of Americans keep to their resolutions. Okay, even here, America. So it's the country name. So we need to capitalize. We need to put capitalize on the first alphabet. Americans. Very good. So it's really easy when you face this kind of question with numbers. you just only have to look at the numbers on the reading paragraph. So 8%, 8%, 8%, 8%, 23, 23, 365, 8 here. Aha. So now just focus on this paragraph, right? So in this US, only 8% of people keep to their resolutions. Resolutions, it means future plans. Only 8%. Only 8% Americans. Only 8% Americans in the US and the Americans keep their resolutions. Aha. Then the answer is true. Very good. Now let's move on to number 3. Joanna has a resolution for every day of their year. Resolution for every day of their year. So we need to look up the word Joanna in the reading paragraph. Let's look. Joanna, 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 Joanna. Haha, here. So here. A lot of people, Joanna, a lot of people make resolutions, right? But Australian Joanna here, Joanna G makes one resolution for every day of the year. That's 365 resolution every year. So let's have a look again. Joanna has a resolution for every day of their year, which means so resolution every day of the year. So she has a 365 resolutions. So it means it's true. Okay, and now let's move on. Number 4. Joanna is going to climb a mountain on... Joanna is going to climb a mountain on July 23rd. So, Joanna, we need to find this person and climb a mountain on July the 23rd. 23 and Joanna, let's find it. Joanna, 23. Joanna here, aha. I love making resolutions, Joanna says. This year I'm going to do more unusual things. On June 23rd, aha, June 23rd. So let's read it. I'm going to climb a mountain. Aha, the answer is climb a mountain June 23rd. The answer is false. The answer is false. I think I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So the it says June in this reading. So the answer is false because it's not July. So let's have a look at number 5 here. Joanna is going to swim with dolphins. Let's have a look. Going to swim with dolphins. Okay. On June 23rd, I'm going to climb a mountain, and then on September 30, I'm going to swim with sharks. Okay, here, sharks, not dolphins. Sharks. So the answer is false. Joanna is going to swim with sharks. So the answer is false. Very good. Now, so this is a further learning activity. So let's go back to quickly review. So the differences between will and be going to, we need to always question, when did you plan this? When did you plan this? If you planned and decided to do this action, right now we use will. So I will just get a glass of water. So this person has not planned this action. It's the instant decision. So you have not planned this action a while ago. You have just planned this right now, like 5 seconds ago. So such like that. So we know that we can make will short. So we can make will as a short form. We say I'll. I'll just get a glass of water. 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 But when you properly say that, I will just get a glass of water. But when you say a bit fast, I'll just get a glass of water. I'll just get a glass of water. Okay. If you planned and decided to do this before, like if you have planned this action a while ago, we used to be going to. Example, so I'm going to meet Harry. I'm going to meet Harry this evening. So this person has planned to meet Harry before a while ago. So this plan is a prepared plan, not instant decision. It's a prepared plan. You planned this a while ago or a couple of days ago. In this context, we commonly use be going to. Now let's move on to the activity. So activity 4, further learning. Select the correct verb based on the context in bold red. So let's read the question number 1. Paul suddenly changed his mind. I go to London to have a walk today. So this context says, this hint on this context says, it's an instant decision. It's an instant decision. What does that mean? It means you planned this 3 seconds before. Instant. Right now. So you have planned this plan right now. So it's an instant decision. So the answer would be will, based on the hint, the instant decision. Let's move on. Number 2, Jane planned her trip to Japan 5 months ago. 5 months ago. So Jane planned her trip a while ago. So it's a prepared plan. It's a prepared plan, right? So Jane told her mom, I go to Japan tomorrow. So let's look at the questions. So which one should we choose? Mom, I will or be going to Japan tomorrow? So the answer is be going to. Why? Because we commonly use be plus going to when the context is about prepared plan. So mom, I'm going to, I am, right? The be verb of I is am. So I'm going to go to Japan tomorrow. I'm going to go to Japan tomorrow. Very good. Now let's have a look at the number 3. Jennifer and Lauren are thirsty. Jennifer said, I'm thirsty. I buy some coffee. Do you need something? So, has Jennifer planned to have a coffee yesterday? No. The answer is no. Jennifer just has made a instant. Sorry about that. Instant decision. So the answer would be will or be going to. So the answer is, due to the instant decision context, the answer is will. I'm thirsty. I will buy some coffee. Do you need something? Okay. Very good. So when you go back to the website, you'll see the answer here. So please have a look on the website. So very good job, everyone. This is the end, and I'll see you on the other lessons with me. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you later. Bye bye, and thank you.